Hawke is the 5th episode of Season 2, but the 3rd aired. First broadcast on March 19th, 1995, directed by Rich Moore, written by Tom Brady. Once again, not that Tom Brady, but I already made the joke in the last time I talked about one of his episodes. But the plot of this episode, during a taping of the sketch comedy show Yesterday Night Live, get it, parody of Saturday Night Live, Jay meets Jeremy's twin sister Olivia, who was voiced by Morena Banks, who actually was on Saturday Night Live when this was on the air. She was a cast member for like 4 seasons, but she's a British comedic actress, mostly known nowadays for her work on stuff like Peppa Pig, and also as a writer on the show Slow Horses for Apple TV+. But back to the story here. After Jay takes Olivia on a tour of the city, she falls in love with him and the two start dating. This strains Jay's relationship with Alice, who realizes that she's also in love with Jay. And that's kind of one of the interesting things about this particular episode, is that it's the first real one that kind of established that Alice also has a crush on Jay, because, as you remember from the first episode of the season, Jay's had it for Alice for a long period of time and was literally about to go to her house and basically tell her that he loves her. But of course, that basically took a step backwards, because Cyrus, Alice's former husband, basically came back into her life, and that told Jay, hold back a little bit. You gotta deal with this first. And of course, we saw how that episode ended up happening. But it's been a while since we've really come to the realization that these two really do like each other, and it's the first time that Alice really establishes that she also has a crush on Jay, and that Jay also has a crush on her, and it leads to some pretty funny moments like this one here. The episode does a pretty good job of playing it out fairly well. I think they do a pretty good job of satirizing Saturday Night Live in the first 5 minutes. Although, let's be honest, some of the stuff that they're doing out here probably is a lot funnier than what they've been doing on SNL the last couple of seasons. Just saying. But there are still a ton of funny moments all throughout the episode. Franklin actually has a Popeye the Sailor Man, a throwback gag in this. It's actually really damn funny. It's probably one of the more underrated jokes from the show, even having a nice little payoff at the end. Of really putting Jay in this love triangle while not going into too much predictable cliche material. I mean, it's a very solid episode that works for the most part. Not a whole lot of flaws all the way through, but the end result of it, I think, does work very well for the most part. I think it does a pretty good job of really showing how much Jay and Alice do really like each other, and you really do believe their chemistry throughout the course of this season, and getting to this point in the episode where they finally get together at the end. And it's really well done stuff. I really enjoyed a lot of this episode. I don't think it's one of their strongest episodes overall, but I think what they were trying to deliver overall, I think it paid off in the long run. I think this is a very good episode. Like I said, not a whole lot of flaws, but it works for the most part.
Excuse me, the show's over.
Get away, Pipsqueak.
That's why I love her.